Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much for all of your likes, your shares, and your comments. Thank you to my new subscribers and thank you to all of my subscribers that have been with me. Thank you so very much. If you are looking for additional guidance aside from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, please head over to Facebook or Instagram and follow me there because I do actually draw and upload a daily oracle guidance card every single day. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please head over to northeasttarot.com. I do have it linked below in the description bar, and read about how I offer my private readings. Right now, for a limited time only, I am offering 2017 yearly readings. So if you're interested in receiving a 2017 yearly reading, please head over there and book yours now. And for these general tarot forecasts, please be sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs for the most insight. If you do not know what your moon or rising sign are, I do have also linked below in the description bar a website that can calculate that for you for free. So please head over there and enter your information so you can get the most insight into these weekly or monthly tarot forecasts that I offer here. And if you do not subscribe to my channel, please do, because I do upload every week and also every month as well. So I do wish you guys just a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Virgo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of December 5th through the 11th. This is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising signs. All right, Virgo, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So we see a nice progression here, you know, financially, Virgo. You have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles. The overall energy is the King of Pentacles. So financially, it's going to be a great week for you, Virgo. The Ten of Pentacles, for some of you, there could be, you know, something going on with property or an inheritance, assets. You could be spending a lot of time with your family this week, Virgo. For some of you, there's something going on. You could be a married Virgo. There could be something going on with your significant other. Let's see here. The overall energy is the King of Pentacles. So no matter if you're male or female, very grounded, practical. For some of you, you're maybe very focused on your finances this week, Virgo. Yeah, very focused on your finances, focused on your career, maybe your financial stability. I think it's going to be a great week for many of you financially. For some of you, you could be receiving a raise or a promotion. We are starting out with the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you, I think that you are holding out for something in particular. I don't think it's financial, but for some of you, it could be, but I'm not really getting that. I feel like this is more in regards to a relationship. For some Virgos, you could be waiting on maybe a divorce to come through or be final. I see some of you holding out, waiting on something, waiting to maybe be able to sever ties. The Ten of Pentacles for me can represent marriage, and I do see here that some Virgos are maybe waiting for a divorce to be final or waiting to be able to maybe free yourself from a particular situation. Now, if this isn't a marriage, this could be something to do with family or a financial situation. With the Ace of Swords, you're waiting on maybe communication or that clarity. With the Ace of Swords, waiting on success. The Ace of Swords is success after going down a very long road with lots of challenges, lots of obstacles. For some of you, this is a situation dealing with three people. We have the Three of Swords here. I think that there's some Virgos that are definitely waiting on communication, waiting on clarity in regards to a situation. This is something you want. This is something you're definitely holding out for. For some of you, there's this confusing energy maybe surrounding a relationship or surrounding something within your life. We have the Seven of Cups here next to the Three of Swords. So I think that for some of you, you're dealing with some confusion, and you very well could be using this sword to, you know, cut through some of that confusion this week, Virgo. For other Virgos, this is you having many options and maybe needing to narrow it down. You could be married, you could have met someone else, and this is you in a difficult situation. You could, for some Virgos, feel like mentally torn or exhausted, maybe not knowing exactly what to do. The Seven of Cups is more of that dreamy, sort of illusionary energy. And I definitely see some Virgos maybe hanging on to a particular relationship or person, maybe not knowing what to do, seeking that enlightenment or that clarity when it comes to this. And then for other Virgos, I think that maybe you're waiting on a divorce to be final, or you could be waiting on, this could be something legal, this could be waiting on maybe like a contract or a document to be signed, or something to do with maybe assets or an inheritance. For some of you, you know, this is you feeling mentally exhausted with this situation, dealing with a lot of confusion, but still very optimistic. Definitely, you know, receiving that divine guidance and assistance. We have the Star here. So even though some of you are maybe exhausted, not happy, definitely maybe dealing with some confusion, you're still optimistic in regards to this. Now, you could be waiting on a decision. This could be a legal decision for some of you. For others, you know, this could be a decision or someone to make a choice because we have the Lovers card here. So this could be waiting on a decision from a Gemini or an Aquarius, from an air sign individual, or maybe even another earth sign like yourself. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, because I see you waiting. The Lovers card represents a choice, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you've planted those seeds, you've invested a lot of time and energy into something. You've definitely put a lot of, you know, work into this, but I see you waiting. And for some of you, maybe you're waiting on that raise, that promotion, or waiting on something financial. And then for others, I definitely feel like this is connected to relationships. With the Nine of Pentacles here, again, there could be some Virgos that are waiting on a divorce to be final, because the Nine of Pentacles for me is very much an independent energy. Someone who's single, you know, in living a comfortable lifestyle. You're in a really good place financially, but not necessarily having anyone to share this wealth or this abundance with. So this is very much a very single, independent energy for me. So I think that for some Virgos, you're waiting on a divorce to be final. You're waiting on, you know, this maybe single status. You could have met someone else with that Three of Swords, wishing for this independence for some Virgos. For other Virgos, you know, I see a decision being very significant here. Communication, a decision that I think that you're dreaming about, you're wishing for this, you're very optimistic. Even though some of you are exhausted with this situation, I think that you're still optimistic, or you need to be. This is you needing to keep the faith, needing to remain positive, because everything is going to happen when it's meant to happen. The Star for me is, you know, things happening on divine time. So for some of you, you just need to be patient. Financially, it's going to be an amazing week for you. If you're a partnered Virgo and you're not going through a divorce or anything like that, it could be a very passionate week for you. There could be some other matter that you're dealing with. There could be the need to maybe make some decisions or narrow down your choices here. Overall, I don't think it's a bad week whatsoever. You just need to remain positive, keep the faith, Virgo. Let me pull you an additional guidance card, additional guidance for Virgo for this upcoming week. What else does Virgo need to know? Additional guidance for Virgo. Okay, so we have two cards that came out. Opal, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So for those Virgos that were worried about a child or their children, whether it be your own children or nieces or nephews, just know everything is going to be okay. And then we also have Layla. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Yes, definitely needing to keep the faith and remain positive. Some Virgos definitely need to take that alone time this week. If you can get outdoors, definitely get outdoors. Okay, Virgo, so I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.